Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's just Sim is back on another stream. Tonight, we're going to showcase the latest update of the AKD Studio G550. Soon to come, G560. He's working on that right now. This bird came a long way. He did some improvements, some textures, inside, some other stuff that he does. I can go over that, with you guys. But this is one of my favorite jet to fly, and here we are. And this is then, and I promise I'll fly the Challenger because I have the Challenger. I will fly it, but this requires a little bit more. Oh, he's out. He's out of here. This requires a little bit more work with the Challenger. Yo, Zato, what's up? Hey, El Chico, hello, hello. So we here. So let's get inside. Without no further ado, let's go ahead and lower this music so we can get going. It's a 2-hour flight, and then we're going to, as the the title says, right? We're going to we're flying from Nassau to San Andreas. San Andreas is a little island off the coast. It's with the IQ code, it sounds like in South America, but it's really not. It's right off the coast of kind of near Nicaragua. I'll show you on the map. It's an X-Men 12 scenery that they did. Beautiful scenery too. So that picture is basically the scenery. Okay, beautiful island. Look like a resort place type of place. So yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get things going here. So let's go ahead and go here. Go to ground and open the door. Oh, this is new. MYNN door light. We'll go in Chicago and see what that is. See, it's not opening yet, so we'll find out what that is. So we're gonna do GPU. All right, remove the static elements. Remove all. Okay, back to the ground page. All right, and then cargo door should be open. We'll find out what. Oh, there it is. MYNN door light. So we're gonna come out and go outside and see what that is. All right, because that's new. All right, let's check it out. So this is a cargo right here. You can see it right here. That's the cargo. So we need to see, okay, the MYNN door light. What is that? I gotta find out what that is. Alright. Yo, big up Greg. He said big up HGSM in chat. 1 month from today we'll be sprinting home to fly this new bird. Yes, sir. Yo, what up, Cam? Alright. I gotta see what that is, man. What is this? Okay, so we got. Alright, so we know what that is. It's cargo. I'm trying to figure. Is it the light? Alright, I'm gonna close that and find out what this is. Let's go back inside. Alright, MYNN door light. Okay, let's go back outside. I'm gonna see what the hell that is. Oh, you know what? It's a light for the door. Okay, alright. The 3-3, yeah, I know it's not this one. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, bro. Okay, alright. So we got that good. So let's go ahead and, APUs available, Intel power is available. So we're gonna go to hold on a second. Hold on. So this is, yeah, this is new. I don't want that. All right. There you go. So the textures, he's improved the textures above. As you can see, I can tell that he did. He also improved the texture in here. So a lot of stuff has done. Okay, and then so now let's go ahead and get things going. All right, shall we? External power is on, so we're gonna go the main battery left, right. We're gonna get cabin light, get all these things out of the way. Should be good. And then while we're here, we're gonna put this on nav. Yep, just a pump. And then heat. Okay, and then we're gonna start the APU master. So start APU. Okay. Test has been done. We can do U. There it is. And alright. Let's go ahead and get the view started. In the meantime, let's come down below, get the IRS going. Okay. I think we have the current ARAC. Alright, cool. Position. Let's go here. Out is the load. That's where we at. So we're gonna load. Okay, cool. Go to flight plan. Alright. And then flight plan list. So we got, there it is, right there. Activate that. Alright, cool. So departures, so what do we got here? So departure is going to be 14. Alright, so let's look at the route. Okay, shall we? So let's take a look at the route. We'll bring up Navigraph. Okay, unload this, import, same brief. Here it is. Okay. Let's view the route in same brief. Alright, there we go. Alright. So this is, let's hide this so we can have. So this is the route. Alright, we're doing, so we're gonna go direct. There's no, we're not using the city, we're gonna go direct. Jarvis, direct to Nico, direct to Lutu, direct to Altib, direct to Obas, direct to Matisse and Lavore, and the Lavore to Charlie, of course, and we're going to do pilot 6. Alright, so that's the route. Let's close that up. Let's look at the map. Here's the map. Here's how we do it. Okay, we need to scroll down and see that we're taking off from the Gorkos, Cuba, and down, and this is what I was talking about. It's right there. Okay, that's the map. All right, so that, close you, and then pretty much, yeah, here's how we're doing it. Into here. Okay, and right now we are here. So this guy took off from here. He took off from 10. Or did he take off from 6 right here? That's 14. 28. 32. and 10. So what did they give us? 14. So what's the weather? I'm not doing that. So let's go here and then see what we're doing. So now and 3 minutes ago, 1:30 at 7. So it looks like we're doing. So let me see. Nope. So definitely gonna be 14. All right. So 14 will be what we're doing. So we're gonna depart from here. But I think we can do 10 if we want to. Okay, because if you look at the weather, it's not that bad. Yeah. So, but we'll stick to what we got. So that's that. Right, and then so for now we can put you away. So we're gonna stick to 14. Let's see here. You loading up? Cool, Zato. There you go. Alright. So departure. We're gonna do 14. I believe it was 14, yep. Alright, so this is one of the departure, but we're not doing that. Activate. Alright, and then perfect it. Let's go ahead and start loading this thing here. Alright. Okay, let's go here. Go to fuel. I haven't set up my sim brief yet. I don't know if it erased it, but let's try it. Oh, okay, it did. Let me see. Yep, that's a correct number. Mama 8143. I think we might want to go a little bit more than that. Let's go there. Oh no, that's too high. No, come on. Okay, I think that's good. I like that better. All right, and then this is everything is good there. So cool, and let's do boarding that and takes passenger to plane. So back up. Zato. Oh man, I was on mute all this. Zato, do you use CTAF information for the island? Or do you use 122.8? 122.8. Nassau traffic, radio check. Okay, so we 122.8. Okay, so good. All right. Okay, let's take care of the trim. The trim is where's our trim? So we got our B speed. Where's our trim? Flaps 20. Where's the freaking trim information? I don't see. Okay. Alright, so takeoff 20, let it runway dry. Press ready, turn off, dice off. Where is my trim information? That is very interesting. I don't see it. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. It's normally 11, so we're gonna leave it right there. Okay. I mean, guys, tell me, am I looking? Do I not see it here? But it's all good. Oh, Zato's out. Yep, Zato's out, man. All right, so let's turn this music off. So that's as far as. So now let's remove certain things. Let's go to ground. Okay. Tracks will come off. Cargo that can be closed. All right. APU start. And the eyes on, auto. All this can come off. APU fire. Alright, APU is on. Alright, cool. So beacon can come on. I think we're ready to start. Crank, start. Alright, we're gonna start the left one first. Alright, give me some fuel. That's the flaps sound you hear. Alright, so left engine start. Oh, come on. Zero. Okay, so now we got all that's done. Let's come over here. Let's take care of this thing on this side. Yep, let's go over here now. FMS. Alright, so to go to engine, we're gonna go ahead and do our flight control check. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll out. So we got MYNN. So we're going to taxi via Alpha crossing 32 and hotel for 40 departure. Nassau traffic, 3 November to Takeoff Mike will be taxiing via Alpha, crossing 32 on Alpha for hotel for 14 departure. Nassau traffic. Alright, so alright, let's go ahead and release you. You know what? Let me do a calibration. Let me do a quick calibration about her. Okay. Next. Finish. By the way, this is XP default airport for Nassau. Alright, we need to arm our ground spoiler. Nassau traffic, November to the move of Mike, line up on 14 for departure. Nassau. So we're gonna go run heading. Heading is gonna be 141. Okay. All right. So we got auto throttle is gonna come on. And then Toga. Nassau traffic, 3 Tango Golf Mike, departing 14, heading 141, Nassau. He took off. He's V1, rotate. You're up. All right. Wraps up. All right, autopilot gonna come on. we're going to direct drivers, and we're going to turn so we're going to go direct to where? Nico. And we're going to come over here. We're going to LNAV, VNAV. There it is. Let's get the lights off. The light can come off. All right, let's bring you up. Close that. All right. All right. All right, guys, enjoy the departure. I'm gonna make a phone call. I'll be right back. Yo, what's up, Hasabaso? Big up, man. I did that flight already, Chingri. I did that flight already. Go back to my, you know, I did it either earlier this year or last year. But go back and check out the live stream. But I flew from Miami to Medellin, bro. I did it. I did it. So it's a full flight for you to see. As a matter of fact, let me find that video for you. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm gonna stop by on CSC Gaming live podcast with XP talking about Flight Sim 2024. So let's go there for a minute.
They're piecing the cockpit together, and it's not called Calico anymore because that sim went away. I don't know if you know about this or not, but so now they're piecing it. You know, they're gonna have the MCP panels. They're gonna have iPads as FMCs and all that good stuff, overhead panels. So we're gonna have, you know, next level chairs. You're gonna have the full blown cockpit in front of you, right? With displays and everything. But it's not gonna be a replica of a particular aircraft, if you know what I mean. It's gonna look like it, right? But it's not gonna be kind of like what used to be in the past. You know what I mean? So that's the way it's going. So I don't know what the rules are as far as, hey, do you gotta have like a replica of a 737 or a 320 or a 74?
Florida has a near total abortion ban, with no real exceptions for rape, incest.
Plan is in the future they will re-implement that type of stuff, but for the time being, because last minute, yada yada yada, that's the route they're going. At the end of the day, I don't think if I really don't. It's gonna be fun, right? It's gonna be a good experience, and at the end of the day, I don't care if I have a yoke or an Xbox controller. It's the reason why you're doing it that counts, right?
Yeah, first
So
you're going to be hanging out with like-minded folks, the
right,
camaraderie from meeting everybody, and then it is for charity.
that
You know,
the huge
so
part of it is the charity, right? So
yeah,
that's the thing, to get as many people in there watching, following, donating to a good cause, right? That's what it's all about. So whether I'm flying, on a on a controller or a full blown cockpit, hey, as long as we hang out with good people, have some fun, and at the same time do it for an outstanding cause, that's all that matters in my opinion.
yep, definitely,
Um,
absolutely.
cool. So, what time is it?
Oh, 9 Eastern, 9 p.m.
All right, I think
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
got time
start.
for one more.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we're gonna start wrapping it up. What we're gonna do is we can keep talking, and we'll take a few questions from the chat. Let's see if I have, um, if you don't mind, XP, obviously.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Let's see
Go
if
ahead.
I have any questions, guys. If you guys have any questions, pop them in the chat right now. Please say questions. Let me scroll up and see if anybody had already asked some questions. I think I did see a couple of them scroll by here. All right, we got a question from Andy. I think he's asking maybe the both of us. It says, "What are your goals for each of your communities over
No
the
worries,
next
Otto.
12 months?"
No problem, man. Thanks for flying, bro.
That's coming from our good friend Andy Boyce. By the way, Andy Boyce, big up, my friend.
Andy. Yeah, what are our goals for the community? I I keep my goals simple, to be honest. Um, I wanna let's see, how should I phrase this? To keep my community happy, basically, by taking recommendations, listening to what they're saying, and flying, as best as possible the flights they want me to fly. You know what I mean? Yeah, they begged me to fly night flying for so long, and I never like, no, I'm not gonna fly at night. It sucks. And then next thing you know, I'm flying night flight every other night now. Stuff like that. Fly the MD-11, they say. I'm like, no, I don't want to fly the MD-11. All right, MD-11 flight. MD-80, please fly the MD-80. No, and I pick it up at night. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to rotate airplanes. I try not to fly the same airplane back to back to back unless it's brand new. I try to keep a bunch of planes into rotation. Good ones, great ones, and some not so good ones. Just the way it is. I am going to introduce GA flying, as in GA jets flying in the sim. We're going to be taking out the Cirrus jet first up, and if that goes well and I like it, we're going to be taking up the Honda jet second. So we're going to be introducing GA jets in the rotation of flying. That's the come. So we can do smaller airports, not just the big main ones anymore. There's tons of good small airports out there that we haven't visited yet, and we're going to be doing that. So look out for some GA jet flying in the next coming months, definitely.
Absolutely, that's awesome. For me, basically, my main thing is, first of all, having fun, right? I always found that flight simming is always best done with good friends, like-minded people, and when I started streaming and sharing my hobby with some people in the chat, I started gaining some good members in the Discord that actually do fly along and spend time with me and share knowledge, share experience, and learn. Some of these airplanes that I do fly, for example, it wouldn't be possible for me if I didn't have a lot of good people in my community. So the goal, keep growing the community, man. Keep gaining good viewers, good members in the Discord that are willing to not only share the passion for aviation, but also reach out and help the next person, get to that point, or being able to fly along and learn how to fly on Vatsim. We have channel in my Discord for like pilot resources. I mean, you name it. Obviously news channels, pilot resources that we always put in there. We have a lot of people that are huge on aviation. We got real pilots, we got wannabe pilots. I mean, you name it. We got all that, right? And again, first and foremost, having fun, sharing a good passion, and flying around Vatsim and giving the ATC a hard time. So, in a good way. In a good way. We got Thrust Simulation says XP72. Who else did you see at the Microsoft Flight Simulator party? V1 Sim, Flight Data Sim, or
I don't think, unfortunately, I think those guys are, because they're real world pilots, I think they're just busy with life and probably couldn't make it, I mean, of course, I have no clue what the invitation list looks like, but I figure all the content creators that I know of and watch were there, and then actually more importantly too, I met a couple of developers there. I made some contact with some developers that we were just like hanging out, talking, having fun, having
What's
a
up,
drink.
Jet Power?
And they're like, yeah, I work for so and so. I'm like, no, you do? Like, yeah, I work for so and so. It's like, yeah, all right, hit me up. Here you go.
Just watching SB talking about the flight
Nice.
Masters of 2024 meeting that they had that he was invited to.
Right. How many days did you guys spend over there altogether?
Okay, so it was only a one-day event.
It was one day. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you have to fly in the day before,
Right.
and then fly out the day after. Or
So
you can
presentation in the
extend
morning.
flight.
Spend some time
Yeah.
on the sim. Go fly helicopter or whatever ride. Get lucky and fly a jet.
Yep.
I'm so
Grand
jealous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon tour.
I hate you.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, they had a wrap up, and then they had a
All right,
after
so
party.
I think we had
You're going to bed.
enough.
That's
It was
beautiful.
one day. It was very compact. Very.
Let's get back to our flight. All right, we are back. Doing Mach 28.4. We got a 12 knot headwind. 460 ground speed, 461. Jet power, then you know I will, bro. You know I will. So Zato had to drop off because he has something came up. So I'm the only one in the flight right now. We got about an hour and 18 minutes. This is the latest X-Plane release. Right now we're going over Cuba. I don't have no additional plugins. Are you looking at the scene? It seems like on this release, the clouds even get better. That's what I'm looking at. There's some weather over here a little bit. So we're definitely above these things. All right, no problem. Shit power, thanks. Oh, you know what, Cooper? Let me find that. Let me find that link for you of my stream to Medellin. All right, hang on a second here. Cause that was a while back. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the link for the Medellin flight in the G550. Yep, now we going over Cuba. We'll be on the water until we get to our destination. Yeah, it was, Greg. Yeah, it was. But I kind of knew about the video before it came out, so I couldn't say nothing. So I had to wait until it come out to give my feedback I gave him before it came out. With the Max, I think they did a decent job for a default plane. Texture could be better in the inside cockpit, but I think they did a really good job on the outside detail. And the sound, I did hear a little bit of sound. Sounds like it was good enough, but I have to, see it in full motion just to. In terms of hand flying, it seems, definitely smoother than the previous 2020, but nothing close to what X-Men is fly like. But for me, flying in the city, I couldn't tell the difference between 2020 and 2024. Now, I know this is early access, it's not complete, but in terms of the visual, I couldn't tell the difference. Okay. Now, if you go and do bush flying and all that stuff, there's some new element there. But in the city, from what I saw, I couldn't tell the difference. But hey, I'm pretty sure these people, Xbox and all the people that love Microsoft is going crazy right now. And it goes from $70 all the way up to $300. You get some kind of limited edition. Did you hear that? The package, bro? I'm like, but you know what? I think people are gonna pay the money. They have the Aviator edition, which is like $199, and then they got this other one that's like $300. Like you got some gifts, some things that comes with it. I'm like, really? But it's about making money, man. It's about making money. That's a little piece of island over here. I know nobody don't live there. But yeah, I saw someone was streaming about doing a Q&A about their experience, and there was like 800 some odd people. Man, these people, they excited. You know, that's the best thing since sliced bread, bro. You kidding me? But hey, that's if that brings excitement for them, hey, why not? Let them enjoy the excitement, bro. I be enjoying my sim over here. I'm good, but I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm not gonna pay no $200. Probably just the basics and stuff because I don't care for that other stuff. So I can fly the max and make give my opinion on it, and also the iFly one when it comes out. So definitely we'll do that. Oh yeah, a lot of people they're gonna throw down that money, man. This is where the sucker mode comes in. This is where the sucker mode comes in, bro. That's how Microsoft make their billions, man. People people worked hard-earned money. Oh yeah, here's my $300. I want the whole package deal. So hey man, Microsoft knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing, bro. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at them. I'm always for capitalism, but you know what? I don't think other people understand capitalism. I don't think they understand that. Because some people, they want business to go out of, small business to go out of business because they don't like him for whatever reason. And then, while the big guys keep making billions, and they don't want competition, or they just don't want nobody to exist except for what they like. And you just, it's like, wow, seriously? So you want the rich keep getting richer and the person gonna come up? Can't do nothing? Okay, right. I got you. Yeah, it can, but there's people that's gonna buy the top one. They will. Kim will fly the A321 again once one X-Men fix their VR issue. He will fly it. He just want the VR issue to be fixed. Hopefully 2024 have the VR thing on point like they do in 2020. Oh, XP is still on the podcast. I think they're showing his video right now. What the hell is this? Yeah, listen, those are the people that are ignorant, bro. Those are like high schoolers, kids, and stuff. You know, you can't pay attention to that nonsense, man. You can't. You can't, man. You just can't. When somebody wants a company to go out of business, you think about it, you look at them, and you say, are you effing serious about what you just said? Yeah. And then here's the other thing. The thing I heard, I heard, when people have to justify the way they feel about certain things, they say the most outrageous things. From what I hear, some of the folks that went into the flight sim 2020, after they had 10, 15 minutes of flying in a jet, or let them take control, they think they have the most. They are expert in flight physics and flight model now. 15 minutes of flying, now they are expert. Go figure. Oh man, that is such a joke, man. It's like, yeah, now nobody can tell me nothing. I'm fluid jet, and as far as I'm concerned, X-Plane and Microsoft don't even come close. It's like, okay, nobody said that neither of those systems came close to real world flying. I never heard that before. Never heard that before. But you think 15 minutes of flying a jet make you an expert on that now? Unbelievable. And when it comes to that, this is how they have to make, what they feel about certain things validated. It's almost like I don't need to hear experts' opinion now because I've done it. So it's nonsense. Now, I never heard a real world pilot said that X-Plane or Microsoft flight like the real thing. Never heard that before. So nobody thought of that. Now, when it comes to how a plane handles between the two, they say they prefer X-Plane and how the plane handle and behave. And these people that fly for like 30 years. That's the expert opinion. Not an opinion of 15 minutes flying. And these people, they're certified multi-engine, single engine, jet, captain, you name it, they're certifying it. So it's almost a laughter when somebody says something like that. And you know what? People are going to jump onto it too because they believe the same you know what. So that's all I'm going to say about it. It's just laughable. Yo, what's going on, Brown? Brown Mover Blue. Yeah, it's just, bro, man, it's just, it's hilarious because when people do that, they just want to justify their stance on certain things. Because there are some people that don't give a, what about flight model. They could care less about that. And it's a lot of them. As long as the sim look good, the graphics, the latest graphic engine and stuff like that, that's the most important thing to them. Okay? They don't give a crap about all that other nonsense. You kidding me? But they want to put down people that do. They want to make you feel like you don't know what the hell, you're talking about. So to justify their purchase in their light, they say outrageous things. And you got, people, that feel the same way. I'm ready for it because in order for me to have an opinion on something, I have to fly it, right? I have to fly it. So I'm not going to do like some people have an opinion on something and never fly the damn sim because I don't like the way it looks. So I'm not going to have an opinion now. The thing that I seen what XP did today, I have limited opinion on it. Okay? But until I get it, I'm not going to come out with a full opinion on it. So, yeah. Yep, they want to feel superior, bro. And they want to come up with all kind of nonsense. It's like, man, I ain't got time for that. Yeah, listen, Barney, look, am I going to get it? Answer is yes. Am I going to fly it? Yes, because I don't fly 2020 because I just don't like the way the plane flies, the way the plane lands. It's just, last time I did that, it just pissed me off. I said, nope, not doing it. Now, from what I understand, from what I hear, and from a little bit that I've seen, I could tell that they work hard on the flight model, and the flight model is way better than what 2020 was. And then, the funny thing is, they spend millions of dollars to employ the flight physics, and then yet the hardcore people that's for that sim don't give a crap about it. Think about that. You know what I mean? It's like, if it was up to them, they'll say, no, don't spend the money, leave it the way it is. So the fact that they made improvement, and then based on what I'm seeing, I could tell that they did. And then I have plane that's coming up, like the Max. Oh, by the way, I don't think anybody fly the Max more than I do. I'm talking about at least flying it online. Now, I'm sure some people fly it offline, but I just don't think people have the amount of hours that I have on flying the Max. So I'm gonna have my opinion as far as a flight simmer, and that's all I am. It's gonna be very important. I got another maximum measure too. Yeah, it's a freeware, but it's a damn good one too. So you can come in as the same aka Max Driver if you want. But I can tell you this much, I'm in that title. Yeah, I hear you, man. I do hear you. So I'm gonna wait for these fools to fly the Max, the default Max, the iFly Max, and come with their opinion on it. Because it's not an NG. If that plane burn less fuel than NG, it fly different than NG, is not a freaking NG. So yeah, I'm waiting for them to because whether they're in X-Men or Microsoft, they don't have a Max right now. They're gonna have one, but they don't have one currently. So I'm flying 8, 9, 7, and 10. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting. The next couple months is going to be interesting. And that's all I'm going to say about it. $300. Whoa, dude, that $300 is like, I forgot what it was. It's for, they have an Aviator Pack Edition, which is $200. The $300 you get some other stuff that comes with some memorabilia, letters to you, and all that stuff. Yeah, $300. Now you know some clowns are gonna be paying for that, bro. You know, not some. Quite a few people probably gonna buy that. Okay, yeah, they're gonna shell out $300. Yep, it's a hell of a time, bro. It's a hell of a time. It's a hell of a time to enjoy flight simming. It's a hell of a time to enjoy flight simming, man. Damn, I'm quite a ways from my destination. Yeesh. $43,000 feet. Love it though. So XP gonna be flying the Series jet now. The Honda jet. I have the Honda. I have the Honda jet. So most likely when I'm about to get 2024, hopefully they update the flight model for 2024. So I have the Honda jet, the Phoenix, and the PMDG 700 and 900. So, and then of course the A300, the fly-by-wire, and the I-9 320 Neo. Those planes, I'm not gonna buy any more planes. Well, the only plane I buy in Microsoft is gonna be, you know, the iFly. And if that, the way the iFly look and model, if it's anything to what I've seen, that's probably the only thing that I'm gonna spend money on. Because after that, when PMDG come out with theirs, I'm not gonna buy it. If the iFly is good enough, man, I'm good. Honestly, I can remember back in the day when we were frustrated that the landing gear didn't go up on the CLS model in Vatsim. Oh yeah, I remember that was crazy, right? 5504. Did anyone hear what's the system requirement for? All right. Oh yeah, that new yeah, I saw that, Greg. I can't wait. It's you know, it's free for us who owns the X11 version. Can't wait for it to come out. The one thing I can tell you, Fly 504, if you're gonna, you better have a good internet connection, because see, you're gonna get most of the data off the cloud now. Okay, so you better have a good internet connection. And you cannot fly offline anymore because all the data is coming off, you know, from the clouds. Most of the data. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sorry, man. I thought you were. I thought you were, bro. Oh yeah, a G550. Or he's coming up with a G650 too. So can't wait for that to come out. Yo, Atlantic Velocycle. Hello, man. Yeah, you're right. It's been a minute, man. Welcome back. Hopefully, we have a good approach and landing into San Andreas. Beautiful island. I don't think I've ever seen somebody flew into there. So this will be a first for me. It's a beautiful scenery made for X-Men 12. So you'll get to see it. Wow, I hope I didn't I missed the top of the descent. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. All right, so let's go to performance landing. All right, so landing data. Oh my goodness. I think we might, I hope we don't end up high. Or we might have to go around. So let's look at the weather. So we got 0203, 020/03. All right. And it's not, so it's dry. All right. Go to next one. All right. Let's go to here. All right. Let's go here. Landing. Read data from Sam. So, all right. So we got this 125, 115. Send to FMS. All right. So, all right. So we got this. So I think we're good. Okay. So we should go for 1650. So we're gonna go below that. Yep. So 97. I think we should be okay. You gotta keep it to 270. Oh man, we just went to some stuff there. So before we do that, so we're gonna do 3,000. And then we go from there. Yep, the VNAV works, but you know, I kind of like was a little late with this thing, you know. So we're doing the RNAV. Okay, I think we are good. I caught this on just on time. All right, so we got so 203. Okay. What's the Oh no, hang on a second. Let's pull up QNH 1007. Okay. Okay, 1007. So we're doing what's the approach again? To level 2. Stars. Good approach. We're doing 06. INP 06. Do you have a VOR too? Alright, 63, 1650, 553 decision height. Okay, so no. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So 1 to 2.8, we got that. Let's go to Earth. We're not going to initialize that yet. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and ready for this landing. Or there's a turn. we need to be at 3,000 at books. Okay. What's up, Sam? All right, let's tap the music so we can concentrate on this approach. I think I see the island somewhere over there. Doing good, man. What about yourself? How you doing? Good to hear, man. Good to hear. This is a G550 Gulfstream 550. Oh wow, this is an aircraft carrier. I did that's down below. I did the ship 5, and that's the wow. Check this out. Check this out. It's an aircraft carrier. Oh my goodness. And look at this, the way the water. Oh man, this deck is coming up. So what they're bringing up? What's going on? Oh wow, look at that. You heard? You heard it? You hear it? Yep, aircraft carrier below, man. And then now it gets to the island. All right, let's get back in. Boy, that was nice. All right, we're at 10,000 feet. Let's get our landing light. Green light can come on. And let's reduce this to 250. $240. Thanks you for the subscription, bro. Let's help bring this thing to 2,000 subscribers. We are getting there. All right, so, oh, you know what? Altimeter setting. Altimeter setting. 1007. All right, let's go ahead and go flight control, sensor, PFD, ADI, barrel, 1007. There it is. Let's check both sides, make sure we're good there too. Let's go to PFD, ADI, barrel. Yep, we're good. All right, let's go down there. Initial, go to birth, landing, landing initialize. Confirm. The island right there. All right, we got the lights. We're good. All right, let's go ahead and apply flaps 1. So, and let's take a look at this thing here. Chart, IMP6, 1650. We're gonna go for 1600. Cool. Send address traffic, November to Takeoff of mine, turning base for this R 06 approach send address traffic. So let's go approach mode. All right, approach mode is on. And we got 125 via approach and 115. All right, let's put this on. All right, We got the runway in sight. We'll be dropping our gear here in a minute. So we got 115, so we're gonna go 120. All right, let's drop our gear. All right, gear down, flaps full. All right, so let's go ahead and take you. San Andreas traffic, November 3 Golf Mike, 6 mile final, 06. Okay, I don't know where that is. All right, I'm gonna take it. Getting a crosswind. Big trim down. There's a crosswind here. Grabbing it. Whew, man, what a damn crosswind, man. GL Production, what's up? Okay. Wow. Wow. Pause. Wind light can come on, taxi light can come on, stroke can come off. And let's start this. All right, and let's release you. All right, cool. San Andreas traffic, November 3 Tango Golf Mike is clear of active. Oh, this is part of Colombia, huh? Okay, so what is there somebody in front of me? I sure don't see him. All right, we're gonna park it here. APU. Oh, start this. Pause. Taxi can come off. Like the man said, welcome to San Andres, Colombia, Paseo. Let's look at the scenery. Look at this. I thought I was gonna come this way. That's a prettier approach right here. Check it out. Yeah, this is X-Men 12, people. Check it out. You can tell that's a resort town. Yes, sir. All right, APU is on. All right, so we can shut you off. Ooh, that approach, man. Did you see that crab in that crosswind? Ooh, man. That was spicy. Alright, so we're gonna go to song. Oh, shush. Okay. What's going on with my replay? Not my replay, my Alright, so let's go ahead and close you and you, and then in you. Okay, what else do I need to do here? Alright, let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and do the replay. Let's get a Vatsim. Okay. And you still get those little micro crap. Or maybe I need to go inside. Hold on. Where's my lights? Oh boy. Ooh, that wind. Oh, got you. Got you. Almost got a butter too. crabbing. All right, guys. Who do we have here? We got El Chiqui, Sam, and Jet Power, Atlantic Velocico, Greg Hill, Flight 504, Braun Blue, Cam MD80, and everybody that's in the background, appreciate you all. This was a nice flight. I'm happy with it. So, until next time, peace. I'm out of here. Yo, Cutter, good day. You in the background. I hope you enjoyed the flight, man. Here you go. And boy, that thing was crabbing, man, that wind. And still, Yeah, bro. I was crabbing it, man. That crosswind was just, woo. Yes, sir.
rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.